Right, I'm not going to complain about Facebook today. I'm not even going to complain about MSN, although you'd be hard pressed to find a more dangerous site for your children to be browsing through, if they've got their own bank account, that is, than MSN. I mean, all of these news things here, I'm not even going to get into it. But as you can see, it's absolutely full of stuff. I saved £30,000 in 2 years, or while working on a. I don't even want to know if that's a scam or not. It's basically just a selection of adverts pretending to be news, which in my mind is a scam. But you know what? It's American, and that seems to have become the norm. I think America is a scam, even for the people who live in it. So anyway, let's have a look at. We've reported some scams to Netcraft, as we often do here. Now the thing about scams is they only really need to live for a day, and then they move the website to a new domain name. If Netcraft were going to be of any practical use to prevent scams, they'd have to have a very quick reaction time. And the simple truth is, the only real way you could have a quick reaction time would be if all the browsers had a plugin connected to their information service, and as soon as they decided something was a scam, it would instantly block you, or they could instantly affect DNS. That would be the only way it'd be really practical, because if it takes 24 hours or 48 hours to do anything, so many people have been defrauded, the scammers can move on to the next domain name and start a new set of adverts and just defraud another 10 million quid. So this stuff was reported at 12:19. I reported this on the 22nd. That's 6 days ago. 6 days ago, and they came back to me at quarter to 11 last night. Now it says the analysis was completed at 22:24. Well, why did it take until the 28th of November to get the message back? I mean, that's worse than HMRC. Almost. No threats were found. So let's have a look at this website. We'll just click on the check results, which will take us through. I'm just going to open up Notepad where I've got my responses typed out in advance, because I have to do this so often. It's absurd. So that button there copies the URL that they're saying no threats were found in. Now, just to be clear, this has been reported as a phishing attack. Now, phishing means that you're using the identity of something else to trick people into responding in a trusting manner. Now, how much phishing is there on this page? Well, quite a lot. First of all, there's a BBC logo with the BBC website mock-up, none of which of the shortcuts do anything. So you can immediately tell it's not BBC, because the only shortcuts take to change your life today, which you wouldn't typically see on a BBC website. Secondly, it says ITV in big letters, which is quite an easy thing to tell that it's not BBC. Now, Good Morning Britain, I don't even know if that's on. Is that on BBC or ITV? It's Good Morning Britain is on ITV. Right, okay. So ITV management refuses to comment on the scandal surrounding its Good Morning Britain. So this is pretending to be the BBC reporting on the ITV that they are refusing to apologise. But the other problem is that it's got Quantum AI system has already paid more than £115 million at the bottom. And you can see it's there, 115,600,000. Press refresh. So we're going to have to scroll down to get to come back. See, it's gone back to 115,300. So that's just a stupid countdown. It's completely meaningless. And the fact that the war in Ukraine button doesn't work, and the climate and all the other things we're supposed to be worrying ourselves sick about don't work. And then, of course, there's another problem. Jeremy Clarkson would not go on Good Morning Britain. Now, I don't know what show that is, but I'm guessing it's Jonathan Ross or something. And they've put the Good Morning Britain bit down at the bottom just to... You know what? Let's actually just check. Let's just check if he's ever been on it. He's been joining the farmers. Good for him. I can't believe the Labour Party have done that. What a bunch of scumbags. But then again, it's not like they have any real control. They just do what they're told. So anyway, we've got a picture with Prime Video in the background on a fake BBC website with Quantum AI at the bottom saying that he's been on Good Morning Britain. I think we can safely say that that is a phishing attack. But somehow or other, Netcraft can't put that together. So what I'm going to do is just go back to the Netcraft website and say, yeah, I have an issue. Report an issue. Misidentification report. So there we go. 6 days they've been using that scam site, and they'll use it for another 3 because Netcraft will take forever to do anything. So in a lot of ways, the best thing to do is actually just report it to Microsoft, because at least Microsoft can get their browser to say watch out, and that happens quite quick. So that might turn around quite quickly, and it takes a few people to report it and Microsoft take action, which is more than you can say about Netcraft. Right, so this one here has been classed as malicious. Great. Now that's probably because we've already reported it, and let's just see what it is. Excellent, that one's gone. That's great news. Malicious, malicious, malicious. Now, interesting enough, you see, that took them 3 days. That only took them 2 days, and yet they've all come in together. So it's like literally, they couldn't look at it yesterday or the day before. They had to look at it today, this morning. So that must be a human being actually looking at something to work out. It takes a human being to work out that that's phishing. They can't write an algorithm that can spot those kind of websites. I mean, I would have thought that you're better off being on the side of cautious. You know, as soon as you make a website that looks like that, because just to be clear, there's a Circles website with a copy of it on, and in about 6 months' time, their robot will realise that that looks like a scam, even though I've got "it's a scam" written in massive letters on the picture of Ruth Langsford, whoever she is. It'll still come back and say you've got a scam on your website, even though when you click on Quantix Prime AI, it takes you through to a page warning you about Quantix Prime AI. That is how stupid their system is. It's almost as if it's written to protect scammers. That is how stupid it is. It is full retard. There's no other word for it. We'll just check this one here. Credited for... I mean, credited, who cares? £10 million in the hole by now anyway. Good for Microsoft. They've actually blocked that one. That's not Netcraft. It might be Netcraft reporting it to Microsoft. But the simple truth is, 3 days is, 100,000 people down 5 grand. That's the truth. Maybe 10 grand. Maybe their house. Some people get done for 750 grand. God, I wish I had 750 grand to get done for. Anyway, I'm not going to complain about MSN, even though it is one of the most abhorrent sites on the internet. Because at least Microsoft makes some sort of effort, which is more than you can say for flipping Google and Google Chrome. Who I promise you, if we go through to that website on Google Chrome, redlsimpler.com. So let's just copy that, nip over to Chrome. Okay, well, they got rid of the website anyway, but the simple truth is, Chrome doesn't block it at all. Oh God, that one's still there. So Netcraft have marked that one as malicious and it's made absolutely no difference. It's still got a picture of the Prime Minister next to a picture of cargo ships, which I just don't understand the relevance of at all. So let's just report that to Microsoft. They might take some action. That's another thing with these sort of... Oh, that's the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. So they've actually said they've blocked it twice, and they haven't done anything at all. Just while we're here, I know we've already done it once, but just in case it makes them do it a bit quicker, let's do it again. Well, there you go. So every single one of those scams that was reported nearly a week ago is still live. Why you would block like one URL? So they've just slightly changed the URL. So that's RNCHGZ6 ? That one's still live and that one's not. They haven't destroyed the DNS of the place or anything. It's an Nginx. That's actually still live. Astonishing. And there's nothing you can do about this. Okay, so that one was reported on the 26th, and that's not yesterday but the day before. So that's not when it was reported, that's when they updated it to malicious. 34 this month we've sent alone, and it makes no difference at all. I mean, they haven't even bothered making it look like the BBC website. But it's, you know, it's Jane Wakefield, by Jane Wakefield, business reporter. BBC, scammer cloned by business on Instagram. There is actually a real Jane Wakefield. Is she a reporter? Must include business reporter. But as soon as you type it into the BBC even, they know instantly. It's got suggestions saying scam, and Microsoft are unable to block that with Edge. With all this AI stuff they have, and they can't do that. It's because there's no financial incentive. It's because loads of these scammers advertise with them. To get more personal. Don't tempt me. Australia passes social media ban for under 16s on social media. I hope that's true. Well, I think that's a good way of doing it, is making the... I mean, not that TikTok or anyone will care, because they make way more out of under 16s than 25 million. I think the best thing to do is just ban social media from your whole country. Just block Facebook. It doesn't serve any purpose apart from wasting people's time and stealing their money. And those are not the actions of people you want to associate with. There's nothing good about people who waste time and steal your money. And that's what social media is. You know, anyone thinking, oh, I must get home and get on Facebook, you need to think about your life. Because this rubbish is not worth it.
Subscribe to Circles.net to see more content warning you about scams, shams and boiler rooms online. Stay informed and stay safe.